name's Ian Gwynn. I own BGM Sport, based near Silverstone in the UK. We specialise in the restoration and preparation of historic classic race and rally cars. And off the back of that, we do some homologation special road cars. So here we have one of Colin McRae's original Subaru Legacy Group A rally cars, originally built by ProDrive and run by the ProDrive team. Colin drove this car in 1992 and finished second overall on the Swedish rally, and that really was his arrival on the world rally scene, and this is the actual car that Colin drove. So I was contacted by the organisers of RallyLegend. This year was a particularly special year because the organisers wanted to have a tribute to Colin McRae. They wanted to bring Alistair McRae over from Australia to drive a car in the event. It seemed very fitting that we took the very famous Subaru Legacy rally car that was driven in period by his brother Colin. RallyLegend runs in San Marino. This year was the 15th running of the event. The idea is to get rally cars that run in period, Group B cars and early Group A cars to the event, which might not necessarily be eligible to be used on competitive events. So you have a wide variety of Group B, Group A, four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive rally cars. It was absolutely fabulous to have Alistair and Derek back. Derek's co-driving for Colin during this fabulous time that he had, especially on Rally Sweden.
It's 25 years since we used this car on Rally Sweden, and it's got a few memories there. It's a nice big comfortable thing which just suits an old guy like me. I think it's been a really nice weekend, and I've been just amazed at the support from all the fans and from all the other drivers who've come here, and obviously, you know, hold Colin in the highest esteem. So, you know, it's been a great weekend from that point of view.
So Alistair and Derek were reunited with the car, and it was fabulous to have the third member of the McRae family driving the car. Colin drove it in period. Jimmy has driven it more recently at events like Goodwood, and he's done course car on the McRae stages. And now Alistair has driven the car.
I mean, it's a tremendous event. I was here last year, and you know, it was amazing to see. It's kind of old school rallying. You get servicing at the side of the road, the spectators, but then obviously this year being a tribute to Colin, it's been tremendous. You know, I think they've said maybe 50,000 spectators, and the world champions that were here. I don't think you'll ever get all these world champions in the one place again. You know, to have them all there. For that reason, it obviously shows what Colin meant, and it's pretty awesome for the family. I drove the Legacy in '93 in the British Championship, but to be able to drive this car here, and obviously to have Derek co-driving this, it's been a good weekend. We've had some good fun, and hopefully not put too many strains on the old car.
So I actually owned this car in, I think, around about 1996. I campaigned the car in some British National Rally Championship events and the National Rally Sprint Championship for 2 years. The car was then sold to a team in Europe, and I looked after the car while they owned the car and rallied it in Europe. I bought it back around about 10 years ago and restored the car back to its original condition as you see it now. And then more recently, it seemed that the car fitted the collection for Steve Rimmer, and we did a deal, hence Steve now owns the car. So ultimately, the whole weekend was a tremendous success, and obviously as a company from BGM Sport, we'd very much like to thank Steve Rimmer for the opportunity of allowing us to take this car to RallyLegend for Alistair to drive.